Welcome to the Horizon Audiofiles, a podcast of the Defense Horizon Journal. The Defense Horizon Journal is a professional and academic journal that features essays, reports, and analyses covering geopolitics and law, security and defense policy, peace and conflict studies, applied military science, as well as developments in weapons technology. For more information, go to www.tdhj.org.
Episode number 29. Manoeuvre and MDO Thinking in an Urban Defensive Scenario, a Tactical Vision for Switzerland. By Luca Sandri, Adrian Hoss, and Patrick Hofstetter. The Challenges of Urban Warfare. Urban warfare represents one of the most complex and multifaceted environments where military operations can occur. The convergence of dense infrastructure, a high concentration of civilian populations, and the proximity of non-combatants to military targets present unique challenges that are not encountered in other forms of warfare. These factors create a multidimensional battlefield where traditional military strategies must be rethought, and novel approaches must be developed. With their narrow streets, tall buildings, and labyrinthine underground networks, urban areas restrict mobility, limit visibility, and often neutralize the advantages of advanced weaponry and surveillance systems. Furthermore, the high potential for collateral damage in such environments necessitates a heightened emphasis on precision and protecting civilian lives, further complicating military planning and execution. Understanding these challenges is essential for any modern military force that may be called upon to engage in urban combat. Given these complexities, the concept of maneuver warfare, traditionally centered on speed, agility, and outmaneuvering the enemy in open or less constrained environments, must be critically rethought for the urban context. Maneuver warfare's emphasis on disrupting the enemy's decision-making process and forcing them into a position of disadvantage remains relevant. Still, the means of achieving this must be adapted to the urban battlefield. The dense and often chaotic nature of urban areas significantly limits the ability to maneuver in the conventional sense, as forces are constrained by the physical environment, including buildings, narrow streets, and civilian presence. This requires shifting from traditional maneuver tactics to more innovative and context-specific strategies that can capitalize on the urban terrain. In urban warfare, maneuvering must take on new forms, such as securing high ground, controlling critical intersections, or exploiting subterranean networks, to achieve a tactical upper hand. The urban environment offers numerous opportunities to apply the principles of maneuver warfare in non-traditional ways. Rather than engaging in direct, attrition-based combat, forces can use the terrain to isolate enemy units, disrupt their supply lines, and exploit gaps in their defenses, forcing the enemy into a reactive posture. The ability to dictate the terms of engagement becomes even more crucial in this setting, as the constraints of the urban environment mean that traditional military strengths, like firepower and numerical superiority, can be neutralized or even become liabilities. Thus, rethinking maneuver warfare in urban settings is not merely about adapting existing strategies but fundamentally altering the approach to leverage the unique aspects of the environment. As modern conflicts increasingly occur in urban areas, this conceptual shift is not just necessary, it is vital for maintaining the effectiveness of military operations and achieving strategic objectives with minimal collateral damage and limited allied losses. Maneuver in the urban environment. Maneuver warfare is a military strategy emphasizing speed, agility, and the ability to outmaneuver the enemy rather than engaging in direct, attrition-based combat. The primary goal of maneuver warfare is to disrupt the enemy's decision-making process, create confusion, and force the enemy into a position of disadvantage. This approach directly connects to achieving a relative advantage, particularly in complex environments such as urban battlefields. In an urban environment, maneuver warfare seeks to capitalize on the unique aspects of the terrain to achieve this relative advantage. By rapidly moving forces to key positions within a city, such as securing high ground, controlling critical intersections, or dominating subterranean networks, forces can gain a tactical upper hand. The urban terrain, with its dense infrastructure and numerous potential choke points, offers numerous opportunities to apply the principles of maneuver warfare. Instead of engaging the enemy head-on in protracted battles, maneuver warfare in urban settings focuses on using the terrain to isolate enemy forces, disrupt their supply lines, and exploit gaps in their defenses. This creates a situation where the enemy is forced to react to the actions of the maneuvering force, often leading to a cascade of decisions under pressure, which can be exploited to further gain the upper hand. The concept of relative advantage in this context is closely tied to the ability to dictate the terms of engagement. By successfully employing maneuver warfare, a military force can avoid the enemy's strengths, such as fortified positions or numerically superior forces, and instead attack where the enemy is presumably weakest or least prepared. In urban warfare, this might involve using knowledge of the local terrain to move forces quickly through less defended areas, using the cover provided by buildings to protect against enemy fire, or employing psychological operations to sow confusion and fear among enemy ranks. The goal is to force the enemy into a reactive posture, constantly responding to the maneuvering force's actions rather than executing their own strategy effectively. This ongoing pressure can degrade the enemy's morale, disrupt their command and control structures, and ultimately lead to a breakdown in their ability to fight cohesively. At the tactical level, maneuver warfare's connection to achieving a relative advantage means that commanders must be highly attuned to the opportunities presented by the urban environment. This involves physical maneuvering and leveraging information, deception, and timing to create and exploit these opportunities. Tactical units must be capable of rapid movement, flexible enough to adapt to changing situations, and proficient in using the urban landscape to their advantage. The successful application of maneuver warfare in urban settings leads to cascading effects, where the enemy is progressively weakened and increasingly unable to respond effectively. This ultimately leads to the desired outcome with minimal direct confrontation. Thus, maneuver warfare is not only about moving troops but also about strategically creating conditions that consistently favor the maneuvering force, aligning perfectly with securing a relative advantage over the enemy. The Swiss operational environment. Urban warfare poses significant challenges exacerbated by the complexities of the environment, the diversity of actors involved, the rapid evolution of technology, and the critical importance of time. Switzerland's approach to urban warfare is shaped by its unique geographical, infrastructural, and socio-political landscape, as detailed in Reglement 50030 Die Taktische 17. Understanding these elements is essential for developing effective tactics in urban combat scenarios, particularly within multidomain thinking. Using the factors from the Swiss Armed Forces decision-making process, the Swiss environment is analyzed in the categories of mission, environment, actors, time, and technology. Switzerland's environment plays a significant role in shaping its urban warfare doctrine. The country's cities are densely populated and often situated near or within mountainous terrains, creating natural defensive advantages and significant logistical challenges. The intricate infrastructure requires careful planning and protection, including a vast network of tunnels, underground facilities, and critical installations such as power grids and water systems. These elements make urban areas both strategic assets and potential vulnerabilities in times of conflict. The Swiss military must navigate this complex terrain, leveraging the natural and man-made features to enhance their defensive posture while minimizing disruptions to civilian life. The actors involved in urban warfare within the Swiss context include the Swiss Armed Forces, local law enforcement, civil defense organizations, civilians, and potential adversaries, including non-state actors. The Swiss Armed Forces are trained to operate in urban environments, focusing on protecting civilian populations and critical infrastructure, reflecting the country's commitment to humanitarian principles. Local law enforcement and civil defense organizations, such as the Swiss Civil Protection Service, are integral partners, ensuring public order and continuity of essential services. The close collaboration between military and civilian agencies is a hallmark of Switzerland's defense strategy, ensuring all actors can work together effectively in the dense and complex urban environment. Potential adversaries in Swiss urban warfare scenarios include both state and non-state actors. Non-state actors, such as terrorist groups or insurgents, pose a particular challenge as they can blend in with the civilian population and exploit the urban terrain for guerrilla tactics. The Swiss military's doctrine emphasizes the need to identify and neutralize these threats while adhering to strict rules of engagement to protect civilians. Integrating law enforcement into these efforts is crucial, allowing for more effective intelligence gathering and threat management within urban areas. Technology is a critical enabler in Switzerland's urban warfare strategy, providing the tools necessary to maintain situational awareness, execute precision operations, and protect both military personnel and civilians. The Swiss military leverages advanced surveillance and reconnaissance technologies, including drones, satellite imagery, and cyber capabilities to monitor urban environments and detect threats in real time. These technologies are essential for navigating the complex urban terrain and ensuring that military operations can be conducted with minimal collateral damage. Cyber and electromagnetic operations are another key component, allowing the Swiss armed forces to disrupt enemy communications, protect critical infrastructure from cyber attacks, and gather intelligence. The integration of these technologies into broader military operations reflects Switzerland's commitment to maintaining a technological edge in modern warfare. Additionally, the use of precision-guided munitions and loitering munitions enables militaries to engage targets with high accuracy, reducing the risk to civilians and ensuring that key infrastructure remains intact. Time is crucial in urban warfare, particularly in Switzerland, where rapid mobilization and adaptability are essential for effective defense. The Swiss military doctrine emphasizes the importance of quickly deploying forces to urban areas before an adversary can gain a significant foothold. This requires a high level of readiness and the ability to make decisions based on real-time intelligence, often in decentralized command structures where lower-level units have the autonomy to act swiftly based on the situation on the ground. A layered readiness concept and yearly recurring training support the readiness. The time factor is also closely linked to Switzerland's logistical capabilities, which must support sustained operations over extended periods. Urban warfare is often resource-intensive and requires continuous resupply and reinforcement. The Swiss military's logistical systems are designed to maintain the flow of supplies and ensure that troops can operate effectively, even in prolonged engagements. This capability is crucial for maintaining operational momentum and preventing adversaries from exploiting delays or logistical shortfalls. Further to consider are the enabling fields of intelligence, command support, and the protection of the own assets. The Swiss Defense Doctrine, Armee 2030. As articulated in the Armee 2030 framework, the Swiss Defense Doctrine represents a comprehensive approach to modern warfare, addressing the complexities of urban environments, hybrid threats, and the evolving nature of global conflict. This doctrine is rooted in Switzerland's long-standing policy of neutrality and its focus on territorial defense while adapting to contemporary security challenges. This doctrine emphasizes maneuver warfare, multidomain operations, MDO, and the integration of advanced technologies to ensure that the Swiss armed forces can respond effectively to various threats. Maneuver warfare is pivotal in the Swiss defense strategy, particularly in urban warfare. This approach prioritizes flexibility, speed, and the ability to exploit the enemy's weaknesses by rapidly shifting forces and adapting tactics to the changing battlefield. Maneuver warfare requires small, agile units capable of quick, decisive actions in urban environments, where the terrain is complex and densely populated. The Swiss military's focus on small unit tactics, supported by advanced technology and close coordination with civilian agencies, underscores the need for agility in urban operations, where traditional linear tactics are often ineffective. Urban warfare is increasingly recognized as a critical area of focus in the Swiss defense strategy. The Armee 2030 framework identifies the unique challenges urban environments pose, such as the need for specialized training, tailored equipment, and precision in operations. The doctrine highlights the importance of maneuver warfare in these settings, where the ability to outmaneuver the enemy, both physically and cognitively, can determine the outcome of engagements. Swiss forces are trained to operate effectively in urban areas by leveraging their maneuverability, supported by cutting-edge technology and intelligence capabilities. Resilience and adaptability are key themes within the Swiss defense doctrine. The Armee 2030 framework prepares the Swiss armed forces to confront various threats, from conventional military dangers to hybrid threats that blend military and non-military tactics, such as cyber attacks and disinformation. The doctrine's emphasis on maneuver warfare ensures that Swiss forces can rapidly adjust to new threats, reconfiguring and redeploying as needed to maintain a strategic advantage. This adaptability is critical in urban warfare, where the environment constantly changes, and the ability to maneuver quickly and efficiently can be a decisive factor. Ground warfare remains central to the Swiss defense strategy, particularly in the context of increasing urbanization. The doctrine emphasizes the need for smaller, highly mobile, and autonomous units capable of executing maneuver warfare in complex terrains. These units are trained to respond swiftly to threats while protecting civilian populations, a necessity in densely populated urban areas. Integrating advanced training, state-of-the-art equipment, and collaboration with civilian organizations ensures that Swiss forces can conduct effective ground operations that align with the principles of maneuver warfare. The integration and networking of military forces and capabilities across various operational domains is a cornerstone of the Swiss defense doctrine. Maneuver warfare in the modern context requires the seamless coordination of real-time information from air, cyber, and electromagnetic domains to support ground operations. The deployment of advanced sensor technologies and the networking of information and weapon systems are essential for creating comprehensive situational awareness, enabling Swiss forces to execute rapid and precise maneuvers on the battlefield. Additionally, incorporating artificial intelligence into decision-making processes enhances the ability to outmaneuver adversaries by anticipating and countering their actions more effectively. Protecting critical infrastructure is another significant focus of the Swiss defense doctrine. The Armee 2030 framework underscores the importance of safeguarding communication networks, energy supply systems, and transportation networks from physical and cyber threats. In the context of maneuver warfare, maintaining control over these infrastructures is vital for ensuring Swiss forces' operational mobility and effectiveness. Close cooperation with other military and civilian actors is essential for defending these critical assets in a complex and layered threat environment. The doctrine also emphasizes resilience and sustainability, particularly in ensuring that Swiss ground forces can maintain operational effectiveness over extended periods, even if communication and supply lines are compromised. The principles of maneuver warfare support this resilience by advocating for decentralized and autonomous operations, allowing units to continue their missions even when isolated from higher command. This approach is particularly important in urban warfare, where the ability to maneuver independently can be critical to mission success. Finally, integrating modern technologies is vital to the success of the Swiss armed forces under the Armee 2030 framework. Using drones, robotics, and artificial intelligence enhances Swiss forces' maneuverability, enabling them to conduct reconnaissance, engage targets with precision, and manage complex threats more effectively. The doctrine emphasizes the need for Swiss forces to quickly integrate and adapt to these technological innovations, maintaining their ability to execute maneuver warfare in the challenging environments of the 21st century. A vision for tactical operations in Switzerland. With its challenging terrain, dense urban areas, and advanced infrastructure, Switzerland's operational environment demands a tactical approach centered on achieving desired effects across multiple domains. At the lower tactical level, this requires Swiss forces to move rapidly and flexibly across diverse landscapes. Junior leaders are empowered to make autonomous decisions that consider the broader impact of their actions across all domains. Such decentralized command is crucial in Switzerland's operational environment, where geographical and structural challenges can limit communication with higher command. Modern technology plays a pivotal role in enabling this multidomain thinking. Advanced intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR) capabilities, supported by drones, AI, and cyber operations, are essential for providing a comprehensive situational awareness that spans all operational domains. Standardized connectivity ensures that information is seamlessly shared, allowing all units to maintain a common operating picture and execute precise, effect-driven actions through the sensor-to-shooter loop. This capability is particularly critical in the dynamic and often unpredictable environments typical of Swiss operations, where the ability to assess and respond to threats across domains quickly can determine success. Resilience and endurance are also paramount, especially within a decentralized operational model. Swiss tactical units must be capable of protecting themselves against ISR, drones, and both direct and indirect fires while sustaining operations over extended periods. This requires robust force protection measures, including advanced camouflage, electronic countermeasures, and fortified positions. Decentralized supply and communication systems, supported by modern technology like drones and autonomous vehicles, ensure that even isolated units can remain operational. Redundant lines of communication are vital for maintaining connectivity and ensuring that effects in one domain can be effectively coordinated with actions in others, allowing units to continue their missions even in contested or disrupted environments. This approach underscores the importance of thinking regarding effects across various domains, with modern technology as a critical enabler of Swiss tactical success. This vision for tactical operations in Switzerland underscores the importance of adaptability, technological integration, and resilience at the lower tactical level. By empowering tactical units with the tools and strategies necessary to operate independently and effectively in Switzerland's unique operational environment, the Swiss armed forces are well equipped to maintain relative superiority and achieve mission success in modern warfare's complex challenges. Having outlined this vision as stated above, we have seen that the Swiss armed forces will integrate new technologies and equipment, all of which will be available to a tactical commander. However, it should not be forgotten that these new tools will increase the flux of information, which needs to be properly analyzed, vetted and integrated into tactical decision-making processes. This requires rethinking current command structures, especially at the company level. With the Swiss Armed Forces' current setup, a company commander would be overwhelmed with an unmanageable load of information. This would directly impact their ability to lead maneuver elements in the field. It follows, thus, that adaptations should be made to the command setup with specialized officers or NCOs assisting the company commander by operating new technologies such as drones or loitering munitions, as well as assisting in integrating information gathered into a condensed situation picture. Creating a miniature version of a battalion staff, S2, on a company level can accelerate the decision process, leading to increased dynamics on the battlefield and ultimately enabling maneuver. Prepare to fight. To prepare the Swiss armed forces for modern warfare in Switzerland's unique environment, it is essential to focus on enhancing training, integrating advanced technologies, refining processes, and optimizing organizational structures. Central to this preparation is the ability of young leaders to think in terms of effects across various domains: ground, air, cyber, and electronic warfare, rather than just in traditional, domain-specific tactics. Further, the leaders must understand the socio-economic situation in their operational environment. Training must emphasize the development of young commanders who can make swift, autonomous decisions while considering the broader impact of their actions across multiple domains. This multidomain thinking is critical for maintaining effectiveness in complex and dynamic environments. Integrated training programs should combine ground, air, cyber, and electronic warfare capabilities, ensuring that all units can operate seamlessly and that leaders understand how their decisions ripple across the entire operational spectrum. Investing in advanced ISR capabilities, standardized connectivity systems, and upgraded protective equipment will further enable these young leaders to quickly assess situations and make informed decisions that leverage the full range of military assets. Expanding training infrastructure, including multi-domain facilities and advanced simulations, will provide the environments to develop these critical thinking skills. Refining decision-making protocols and implementing continuous training cycles will ensure that the Swiss armed forces remain adaptable to evolving threats. Adjusting organizational structures to support flexibility at the tactical level and strengthening multi-domain integration teams will enhance coordination and effectiveness in operations. Sensors and effectors for all domains must be concentrated in the hands of the tactical commander and his enhanced staff. Further research should focus on developing advanced simulation technologies that accurately replicate Switzerland's operational environment and integrating AI into command and control systems. This research will help young leaders understand and apply multi-domain thinking, ensuring they can anticipate and respond to threats with a comprehensive, effects-based approach. This emphasis on multi-domain effects will be key to maintaining Swiss forces' readiness and effectiveness in modern and future conflicts. The authors: Captain Luca Sandri, BA of Arts History, commands the Mechanized Infantry Company 29 Fourths. He is currently pursuing a Diploma of Advanced Studies in Military Sciences at the Military Academy at ETH Zurich to become a career officer in the Swiss Armed Forces. His study focuses on late Roman and early Byzantine military history and Napoleonic-era warfare. As a future career officer, he will mainly be involved in coaching and teaching reservists of the Swiss Armed Forces. Captain Adrian Hos, BSc FHNWME, commands the Air Transport Support Company 3. He is currently pursuing a Diploma of Advanced Studies in Military Sciences at the Military Academy at ETH Zurich to become a career officer in the Swiss Armed Forces. His study interests focus on air power, modeling and simulation and system design. As a future career officer, he will mainly be involved in coaching and teaching young leaders in basic training units of the Swiss Armed Forces. Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Hofstetter, PhD, M.Sc, is co-head of Leadership and Communication Studies at the Swiss Military Academy at ETH Zurich. He is an active General Staff Officer in the Swiss Armed Forces and currently commands the Mountain Infantry Battalion 29. His research interests are command, leadership, and management in the armed forces. He has published on tactical command and training in the Swiss Armed Forces. He co-edited the anthology, Krisenmanagement Schweiz, 2023. The views contained in this article are the author's alone and do not represent the views of the Swiss Confederation, Swiss Armed Forces or ETH Zurich.
This was the Horizon Audiofiles, a podcast of the Defense Horizon Journal. For more information, go to www.tdhj.org. Thank you for listening.